Hello, everybody. Today, we're gonna speak on the topic of commodities and ways you can make money trading commodities. Nowadays, there's a lot of misconceptions about ways you can learn commodities. I found out about commodities back in, say, the mid '90s, and I purchased a publication which was fairly popular at the time by a man named Ken Roberts, and it was called the TWMMPM 1, or, well, we refer to it as TWMPM. And TWMPM is the world's most powerful money manual. It was really it was a really good primer to learn the very basics of commodities. A couple of years later, I purchased a book called Wampum 2, and it helped you kind of refine it helped you kind of understand options and how to deal with options and leverage options to make money on the market. And it really gave me it was a pretty thorough education. And I went ahead and entered the market and made some decent trades. I made a couple of decent trades. Well, back then, the commissions were pretty high, so it's about $100 a trade. So when you did go start trading, you had to have quite a bit of money, because sometimes you could see, where you could trade, 4 or 5 commodities. It was very prohibitive. Put it this way, it was very prohibitive because of the high commissions. Well, now fast forward to today, commissions are fairly low now. I say, I'm seeing, just under $12-15 per trade, which is a very reasonable commission to pay. Ken Roberts in the Wampum 1 and Wampum 2. The guy, his name got really vilified. He kind of got made out to be, a farce with incompetent advice as far as the commodities trade went. But I'm here to tell you, I looked at a lot of programs, all over. Today they use, software in order to trade commodities, but kind of brushed the dust off these books, went through them again, and I started paper trading. And it's been about a year and a half now since I started paper trading. And I'm going to be, I don't know if I'm the only one to tell you, but Ken Roberts and his Wampum 1 and Wampum 2, the information is still very relevant today. I paper traded based on his fundamentals, and number 1 being the 50% retracement rule, the 1, 2, 3 top and 1, 2, 3 bottom, and looking at 20-year highs and lows. I use those four basic fundamentals, and they have allowed me to on paper make quite a substantial bit of money. And I'm going to start using physical money this year, because like I said, I paper traded for a year and a half, and I think that was, a lot of people say, maybe 6 months is enough time, but I just wanted to make sure. I wanted to make double sure that, that I was on the right track as far as trading, because as anybody know, trading commodities, if you don't know what you're doing, you could lose quite a bit of money. 2 things I want to stress here is that what I'm going to show you is a technique that I developed myself, okay? And another thing is that you need to approach this with caution, because future earnings is not indicative of past performance. This is only for entertainment purposes. I leave it up to you. You need to, I leave it up to you to be responsible for the trades that you make. Don't do it based on what I say or what Ken Roberts says. What I'm going to do is present you with information that has helped me. And also in Ken's book, TWMMPM 1, or The World's Most Perfect Money Manual, the first edition, at the end of the book, he, close to the end of the book, he gave a nice quote, and it says, these books, they contain everything you need to successfully trade futures and options, and all you have to do is act on the information. And in this presentation I'm about to show you, this is basically what we're going to do. I'm going to show you how to act on the information from the book. So without further ado, let's get started paper trading commodities.